Digital media expert and owner of Digitized Marketing, Kiosha Gregg, sits down with us to explain how imperative it is for businesses to stay abreast of current trends in online marketing and social media. She offers tips and advice on how to make the most of the digital marketing age.
In the year 2013, it is imperative that businesses have a digital marketing and social media strategy. We have seen a complete shift in the way people communicate with the world around them. We've seen a drastic decline in newspaper subscriptions, in television and radio. Instead of listening to radio, I can pop in a CD player or iPod or listen to Pandora. If I don't want to read a newspaper, I can go to a blog or read my tweets just to see what the latest news is. And even television, we now have the power of DVR. We can go to Netflix, and we can use all these other platforms to be able to communicate, to watch our favorite shows, and to get the news that we want to consume.
For the MinorityEye.com, I'm Michael Bailey with this social report. How you doing today, Kiosha?
Doing good, Michael. How are you?
I'm pretty good, pretty good. Tell me a little bit about Digitized Marketing.
Okay, well, Digitized Marketing is a web marketing firm that specializes in social media marketing.
Okay.
We have worked with over 500 businesses in providing training, strategy, as well as management of digital marketing campaigns. And so, we're just excited about where the future of digital marketing, technology, and social media is headed. And we're glad to be able to lead the way in that here in South Carolina.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the culture of social media now as it relates to the business community. I know a lot of times people think that social media is just what, college students use, young people, but a lot of corporations are now starting to utilize social media and see the importance in it. So what has been your experience and what are your thoughts on the culture of social media?
Well, what we have seen the last few years is that the culture or the rules of marketing have changed. People have now transitioned from some of the traditional marketing platforms, television, radio, and print, and are now consuming digital media and digital platforms. And so marketers and business owners are beginning to see that shift. You were able to see newspapers having a decline in subscriptions. We're seeing less people listening to the radio and going to their iPods and CDs or online to series radio. So business owners and marketers, they're seeing this shift. And once we see that shift, we have to see, well, where are they going? And people are going to social media. They're going online. About 91% of all people on earth have a mobile phone.
Right.
So they are going on their phone for their news or to talk with friends. And so we're now seeing this culture, and business owners want to see how can we be a part of this conversation.
Okay. What types of companies should look at utilizing social media? Should it just be all companies, or are there certain types of companies that tend to benefit more from social media? What are your thoughts on that?
What has been interesting is I've seen particularly most businesses that are B2C, where they are going to reach the target, the general audience, or a particular part of general consumers, can generally find a place in social media because the people that they want to reach are possibly on those digital media and social media platforms. Oftentimes, businesses that are more B2B are the ones that really have to look to see who is our target audience and who we're trying to reach. Because if I'm a business owner that looks to communicate with other business owners, I do know that some of them are on social media. But say I was a business that specializes in manufacturing, and how I got my business was through RFPs and through posting bids, and it was a whole different structure that didn't deal with the general public. Right. That may be an audience that has to kind of fine-tune their approach. But typically I've seen businesses that are looking to kind of reach a large mass of people that are consumers or other businesses that are socially engaged. There's a lot of opportunities for them to engage
I'm a
online.
business owner. What type of services, if I wanted to increase my presence and my visibility on social media, what type of services would you be able to offer me?
Well, what we do is we oftentimes provide strategy, provide training, and as well as management.
Okay.
So the strategy is saying, hey, maybe you have a team already that handles your marketing and is looking to assist you in those endeavors, but they really don't know where to get started with social media. They have the manpower, but they just don't have the know-it-all to know where to get started. So we could come in and provide them strategy on where they could get started, what platforms will be the best of use for them, and then provide training for them to be able to execute that on their own. And then we meet with some businesses that do not have a marketing team in place and they want to outsource that to us. So we come with them, we develop a plan, we train them as well, but we also manage them for them. So they don't want to go online, they don't want to use social media platforms, typically they don't have to. We can take care of the management of that for them.
Well, that's good, that's good. Tell me if, and you mentioned, if I'm a small business owner, should I be on as many social media networks as possible or only a few? How would that work?
Some people will tell you, I have met some social media consultants out there that would say you need to be on everything, every new thing that comes out, you want to jump into that. I take a completely different approach. And so before we even go to social media, I like to see who is your target audience? Who are you looking to reach? Why are you looking to reach them? And once we identify that, we're able to look and see which social media platforms are most applicable to their target audience, their goals, and their objectives. So for instance, if you are a school and you want to reach high school students between the ages of 15 and 18 for your university or your institution, being on LinkedIn may not be the most beneficial as of yet, because we're seeing most of the business community on that platform. But what we are seeing is a huge number of high school students taking part in Instagram, and they're on Twitter. So based off of that target audience, from there we would identify which social media platforms to use. So it wouldn't be all of them, but the ones that are most beneficial to who they're trying to communicate with.
Okay. Everybody talks a lot about likes. Please like my page. If you're on Facebook, you probably get a ton of them every day.
Mm-hmm.
But for a business owner, it's not so much likes. It's how do I convert a like
To
into
a lead.
dollars?
Exactly.
Or a lead.
Mm-hmm.
How do I make money off
Exactly.
social media?
Exactly.
Would your company be able to help my business do that?
Certainly, certainly. That's one of the main questions that we receive from all of our clients. We have social media, we're building our following. How do we be able to convert that to a lead and to a sale? And so oftentimes what we'll do is we'll hold a number of campaigns where people would do some lead generation campaigns. Maybe it's a consultation. I think I mentioned a consultation before, where people entered for that consultation. Well, in order to do that, they entered their name, their contact information for us to follow up with them. One person was selected for that consultation, but all those other people, we had access to the information that they provided us, saying they wanted to receive our information. So we added them into our email database. We continue to send them updates. And so based off of the buying cycle for that particular company, we've seen them turn into actual customers by continuing to nurture that relationship.
Okay. Well, how would somebody get in contact with you if they wanted to find out more information about the services you offer?
Well, of course, we're just about on a bunch of the social media networks. They can go to digitizemarketing.com, as well as find us on Facebook and on Twitter. We are on both of those platforms, as well as LinkedIn. They can also email me directly at kiosha@digitizemarketing.com, or give us a call at 803-216-1229.
Okay. Thanks for sitting down with me today, Kiosha.
Thank you. I certainly appreciate it.